Hey everybody, Wanna Weasem here. It is, what is it? Geez, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, 1 a.m., whatever. and I'm a very, very happy little Wanna Weasem right now. So, case in point, you note that obviously Season 1 we completed. Yes, Season 2 is coming. Excitement on that front. But we've been sitting here at level 100 for quite some time. And the reason being, I was hoping like, hey, maybe this bug thing's going to get figured out, and when we update, and enter Prestige 2, maybe we'll like get back everything we should have had, or enter Prestige 2 at least, even though we have some of the cosmetics there. And if you have very carefully trained eyes, you will notice something quite different, and it's not the Quack Quack badge down there. It's what the metal is below Quack Quack. So, I'm going to come in here. I've not seen any of this personally, and you're seeing it for the first time. That's why I started recording on the load screen. And we're just going to go right to career. Oh, glorious day. So, as you can see, the metals are lit up. Country Bumpkins there, Planters there, Rancher, Master Farmer, and Immortal Farmer. And if you think, hey, how did that happen? You didn't enter Prestige 2. and have it like default there, or unlock something, or what have you. I asked Qazi, I told you I was waiting, gonna see like if he could figure this thing out, and he figured it out, and I'm thrilled. It turns out, like, I've played the game for so long. You see this like in Minecraft, when people have like a solo survivor world, or there's even like a really, really old multiplayer server. But keeping it simple and just saying, like me on 1.11, I've updated, from like 1.7 to 1.11. As you go, like, things get weird, and the older the world, the more problems there's going to be. And as you constantly update, there's like going to be issues, right? And it's going to break things, and things will change, and you won't generate some new terrain unless you go like super, 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 super ridiculously far away. We have played the game for so long that we were like on the essentially like the legacy prestige system. And if you recall, back in the day, like, you had to work to get to level 100, and once you got there, that was the reward. You were level 100. And if you're like a really, really long-time player or viewer of the series, you know that when you did that, it was a situation where you would come in, and the way you would like take solstice in that and be proud of it is on the Steam leaderboards. You would be up there towards the top. I think there was like, prior to like hackers doing weird things, I think there was like 10-ish, maybe like 7 to 10 people that I think were legit, and then maybe it got up to like 14 or so. And then you started having the people that were getting like 3,000 daily challenges, which was like not possible. So it was kind of like an exclusive club, and that was super long time ago. And apparently that's what was wrong. Like, I'd played the game. If I would have bought this, started playing 2 years later, apparently we would have just navigated just fine. But we had such like OG coding in here that on this save file, I guess it was like bugging out, and Qazi realized it, he got it corrected, and here we are, fully maxed. So it's super cool to see this. And I wish we could have like done it piece by piece, but we technically did. And even sometimes, like I said, we'd get the custom aesthetic, or something would be retro added to us, or title, but it wouldn't like light up type of a deal. And none of that matters now, because we're here and it's fixed, and he figured it out. And I don't know if you've played for a really long time, like if you were there back in the day, and maybe you jump in and out of the game, like, oh hey, what's this horde mode thing? If that is you, and you've hit level 100 and leveled up, I don't know if it's like a thing that's applied across the board, or if it's something you has to do like individual profiles or something, but might be worth investigating. Again, this is only for people that go like way back. So yeah, basically I think his exact words was like, I'm such an OG player, I was on the legacy prestige system. So it probably did not impact many people, if you kind of follow what I'm saying. And I'm super, super thrilled that this is here. And I have to tell you right now, my internet is terrible. I couldn't get it to connect. That's why this might be like an intro to an episode, because I'm afraid if we enter a match, we're just going to get kicked at some point, whether it's, a minute in, halfway through, or like with 20 seconds left. So what I want to do, though, is like, I guess just forever remember this moment in time. So 2,258 wins, just shy, 500 plus 588 away from 75,000 kills. Daily challenges, we're getting dangerously close to the 1,500 mark, which I don't think those used to log way back in the day. Gnome stolen, we are sitting over 1,000. That takes a while. Crop drops, we're getting pretty close to the 2K mark. So again, if you get lucky, you get one per match type of thing. Same thing here. Crop drops, I should say 3-ish per match, maybe. Never know what those bots are gonna do. Zombie kills, I honestly, I'm holding out here. You've seen me play this every time I played it, which is like very, very, very sparse. Waiting on my nephew, man of my word. Here, my nephew and I beat this, and then Foresight Horde mode doesn't even show up on my profile because I've literally never played it. I want to do it totally blind with my nephew. We're hoping we can do that here sometime coming up this summer, so that'll be cool. And then once we do that, like, I can come in and we'll rack those up, no problem. There are the individual weapons, obviously the shovel organized here. I want you to pay attention here, like the Uzi's so good. And the range on it, I do a lot off camera. Again, I play every day, but the range on this thing is surprisingly good. So PK2, we're sitting over, if you wonder why I call it that, again, we go way back, me and the game. So over 1,000, the Molotov cocktail, 600. Lemonade is the low one. Why? Because you get so many freaking onionades and crop drops. The lemonade, we will work towards getting that to 500, so that'll be cool. But what I want to do now, we've got to further commemorate this situation by checking out Customize. So we're going to come in here, I guess, to Interface. We should have some new badges. It looks like these are ordered differently than I remember. Like all the Skyhook guys used to be way up there. But anyway, I think we should have, obviously, we're so freaking close to that one. And, if you're super OG, you'll remember, like, there used to be a count, like you have X badges unlocked out of Y badges available. I think there might be, like, so many custom things we don't know about. That might be why that's gone. But anyway, here's where we stand on this front. And if we jump in here, as you can see, Queen Box Slayer locked, because again, we have one final thing to do. Zombie Slayer, that's something we'll pick up probably pretty quick once we start playing that again. This stuff right here, Horde mode, again, haven't touched it. You can clearly see 0 out of 30 waves. Farmhand, got that taken care of. That actually came to us randomly a couple nights ago. Country Bumpkin, Planter, Rancher, Master Farmer, and Immortal Farmer. And of course right here, Ask Me Question, Camp Counts. You get the idea. Those are kind of like the new ones. And I don't think there's any like specialty music unless I don't know about it. We'll just assume not. But when we come in, let's do Farmer first. So this right here, that was unlocked at 2, which again, it was weird. I believe we had that. We had something that wasn't unlocked but should have been, type of a deal. If that makes any sense. Let's see here. That might be it. Let's come down here. Now this one, I think, as you can see there, we would unlock at level 3. And drop down. I don't know that there's any emotes tied in with that. The pets, this was new. This was added with Immortal Farmer, and what better way to celebrate than with the Diamond Bog. That actually looks really good. Kind of a disco ball as well, if we had like an outfit with that aesthetic. Sadly, the way I plan to celebrate is to do something in Marketplace here shortly, but for now, this is here, and we'll go back to it. I've played with Pumpgeist for quite some time. And then right here, this was level 4, so now those are able to be equipped. If we back out and we go to weapons, this is what we want to see here. So we're in shovels, and right here we've had this one again. That's first thing you get when you level up. We've been rocking it. It works really well with the RGB man, in my opinion. But if we go here to shotgun, we've now got the diamond shotgun. I think it's a better match for this setup than what we... I don't know. That's pretty solid, sort of an RGB stereotypical finish, but let's do that. Alright, we are locked and loaded here with diamond goodness. And like I said, what I want to do is come in here to Marketplace because this is about to time out. You're like, hey, there's still plenty of time. Well, I never know what time I'm going to wind up getting to play, so I could be cutting it short. We're not going to run that risk. We got plenty of bucks here. We're going to get the suitcase. Why? We've got places to go. Let's see here. Looks like there's a SF on there, perhaps. We're going to purchase it if the internet will allow me. Okay, there it goes. I was thinking this is it. This is the moment we get disconnected. So we won't equip it just yet because I kind of want to rock this to celebrate the Immortal achievement. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to try and play. And I wonder if I should try to record it. Hadn't kicked me yet, but I very rarely get kicked from the main menu. Let's get the lights out to be safe. There we go. Set the mood a little bit. Let's just go for it. We are liable to get kicked, but I think the good news is here we should be able to knock that out. So we're going to play. We're going to go here. We're going to go Team Deathmatch. Dark side only for this set of DCs. We'll go... Oh, what? Didn't mean to do that. Let's do big heads. Random weapon. 15 kills. 5 or 10 grenade launcher. 5 or 10 P-volver. I think we'll be able to pull this off. If we don't get disconnected. Now, if we get disconnected, it's all for nothing. I'll also hope that we can harvest, which this is the only map that you can get a regular shotgun. So. Anyway, let's see if we can make this happen. Should have gone straight to the grenade launcher. What am I thinking? Okay. Luckily, the bot squad also ran past it. Very cool. Okay. Okay, yeah, lag, folks. I warned you. It was a very real thing. And I said it because it's true. Alright.
Double kill.
Got 2 knocked out.
Triple kill.
3. Like I said, that hopefully will be there for our taking.
Milking it. Utterly ridiculous.
Beautiful start with the grenade launcher. Still probably my favorite. Okay, let me get somewhere safe here. Why? We gotta pick this up. Oh yeah. Glistens in the night sky. If nothing else, we've got that taken care of, but let's do the P-volver. Oh, that's convenient. Oh, I was gonna harvest something I just harvested because lag. Again, this is not the game. This is my internet. If you wonder why I don't stream often, this would be why. Alright. What I'm doing here, I'm hoping that P-volver was just there from like a random spawn, and that totally was the case, which is sweet. So, where are we at? Closing in on these goals. Oh, he just threw up. Now, let me check this out. Did we just get something down in the bottom corner?
The drop is here.
And it looked like we did. I hopefully will remember to look at that. Tons of grenade launchers, courtesy of yours truly.
Double kill.
Whiffed on that. Gotta be careful when I'm lagging this bad because it's very easy to not know that you've done something stupid. Said we need to focus on the lemon, and we're gonna do that. There's an Uzi. We'll take it. Let me show you what I'm talking about here on the range. That's pretty solid. So P-volver's taken care of. Grenade launcher, we need 5 more. We'll spill all of our rounds here. Hopefully not die.
Double kill.
Make it very easy for us when they stack like that with the grenade launcher. And I have 0 complaints about it. Don't forget, if you ever need PK2 kills, your teammates do count.
Double kill.
How do I know? Again, I've played quite some time.
Triple kill.
Take take that grenade launcher, sir. Alright, we should have, yep, we got everything.
Double kill.
Now it's just getting to 50 kills and
Triple
hoping that we
kill.
do not get disconnected.
Milking it. Crop duster incoming. Utterly
This is a
ridiculous.
super fast match, which is great with the way this is going.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Cool deal. Let's rocket our way to victory here. Helps if you don't mess with the easiest gun to
Drop,
not
drop,
have that
incoming.
up. Now we've done something egregiously bad here. We've got limited time to find ourselves a gnome. I've been so distracted by this mess. I'm gonna open that and kill you. No. All right, danger, danger. If I was the gnome, where would I be? Probably the roof, but I didn't see him there. There's a good chance we don't get the little guy. There he is. We could do it. Popular hiding
Home
spot
secure.
recently, so most important thing we gotta take care of.
Double kill.
Shovel's
Triple
also
kill.
dangerous when you're lagging, but wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So there's our glorious little pet. And we'll do the Wolfman. Cannot believe that we did not get disconnected. I'm thrilled. Still, nothing crazy, 29 kills, but we got the 3 daily challenges. That's what I wanted to do. That's how I wanted to commemorate this. And we're going to call it good right there because, like I said, I cannot believe that we were not disconnected. So, I don't think it said. I did not pay attention to see if it said press enter to. I don't know what's going to happen. Are we just like here? Will he maybe season 2 will bring tier 7? And we'll have something else to work towards. I don't know, but yeah, apparently that's what it was. Our save file, our like player status, was just so freaking old, so OG, if you will, that it was bugged out. It was pre-prestige, kind of like a legacy system, and it was probably just not like a common issue because I would venture to guess a lot of people, you know, that played, maybe they come in, check out updates. And then also everyone else is kind of like religiously playing now, probably picked the game up more recently. So this is kind of like if you're playing Super Mario World from 1991 in 2023 and you find something wrong. That's kind of one of those deals, you know. So yeah, I have no intention to stop playing. I absolutely love the game. It's up there with my classic Super Mario World, Mario Kart. Not many games I've invested this much time into. That's a hint for a little something I'm working towards. I think we'll have probably around the conclusion or before the conclusion of Season 2, assuming it's structured the same. I would assume it would have 50 tiers, kind of like this one. But yeah, there it is. It's so nice to see. So, most important thing to take away from this is huge thanks to Qazi and support indie games. This is something, if this was a AAA title, I absolutely assure you, you could put me as the top influencer with millions of subscribers and what have you, and I don't think they would care. It's like, yeah, well, you know, that game's 3 years old and we're releasing the follow-up to it, or we're releasing the, you know, part 3, whatever, you know, we don't care. And that's the difference. You talk direct to the guy that developed the game, and he actually cares enough to go back. Like I said, there's a very good chance I am the only person impacted by this, or at least it's like aware of it. Like I said, some people might have played the snot out of the game, kind of done everything that there was to do, and then it's like, oh, you know, horde mode, what's that? Let me check it out and beat it, and you know, then they kind of drop back into the shadows and they're like, whoa, there's a new horde mode. What's this Season 1 business? So, to have somebody take their time out of their day to attempt to figure this out when it literally impacts. This isn't like a deal where he puts out Season 2 with some new stuff and there's a major issue and it's impacting everyone, or, you know, a certain console or PC or something and everyone's like shafted or has the same repeated issue. This is like, I could very well be the guy, the only person with that problem. And to have a developer go above and beyond for something like is relatively minor in the broader scope of things. Big deal to me. Maybe to some of you, like maybe, you know, you're like, oh, this poor guy. This is like the 4th time I've watched him try to level up in prestige, and he just leaves in disappointment with optimism for the future. But yeah, if that was you, there's probably a couple of you that felt that way. Thank you. And like I said, this is the difference when you play, like a small game. And can't say enough thanks to Qazi for figuring this out. And the good news is, like, if there is anybody that played OG way back in the day, and I don't know, maybe you've had kids, maybe your kids have grown up some, maybe they're like, what the heck is this game that you've got installed? And they get into it, brings you back around, or Season 2 Space Side. Like, Space Side's been talked about since the OG days, so maybe it's a situation that brings you back around. If you were playing back then and you have the same problem, maybe you were level 100, and you maxed it out and played and played and played, and there's no prestige, and you come back and you're like, cool, I'm ready to become a country pumpkin and see if I can't hit a planter by the end of this Season 2 thing. Doesn't upgrade. Maybe it's the same issue. Hopefully it's patched across the board. If not, like F6 report it, and maybe it'll get taken care of for you. So, but once again, huge thanks to Qazi, huge thanks to everyone who stuck around. Like I said, this is a lot of episodes in one series, but when you look at it, this game has continued to evolve, and it's continued to generate like significant updates, not just like a map or a weapon or an outfit or something, which is cool, but like new game modes and then seasons and just crazy evolution, especially again if you were there in the OG days. Personally, like, my favorite things are in fact maps and weapons because I can use them all the time, but all the game modes, like the crazy elaborate game modes, the temporary things, the seasonal stuff, and I say seasonal as in like holiday type thing. It's just really cool to see a game like this started like so small. Literally at like a game developed quickie deal somewhere in Buffalo, if I remember right. Just kind of like a take off and go to this point. It's kind of nuts. So what's really crazy though is that something like that would happen, and then the guy that developed it is still willing to take time out of his day to figure out something, like I said, that probably impacts me. So it is very much appreciated. Thank you, Qazi, for the amazing game, and like I said, sincerely appreciated. I would have kept playing, but it did kind of suck not like seeing your progress show up, so yeah, hopefully there will be more tiers added here, and I'm talking past Immortal Farmer. That's kind of like y'all end all sounding, but hey, you never know. So if it does continue and evolve, I will be there, and I will be working diligently towards amassing however many levels we have to reach that next level. So, and if I do and it goes wrong, we've got Qazi to fix it, which is also a super nice safety net. But with that said, I better go. I got work is super busy. Haven't been disconnected. Everything's coming up aces right now. So again, huge thanks to Qazi, and like I said, Season 2 imminently coming. Hopefully before, I have no idea when it's going to drop, by the way. I don't have like inside info, like, ooh, it's a week out, no clue. But hopefully before then, my nephew and I can do like the 4-side horde mode. Also, I really want to fix this. This is not Qazi, this is just me patiently waiting. So we've been very close to defeating. We've only tried like, geez, I don't even know if it was twice. But probably twice, I would think. But that's something I want to do, and then I want to try and knock out the 4-side. I have no idea what to expect there, aside from the bosses I've seen on our way through Season 1. But yeah, that's something I'm hoping to have done maybe before Season 2. If Season 2 comes out first and my nephew's busy, maybe we'll do Season 2 stuff and then hit that. But yeah, very, very, very happy with this game. That's why I keep playing it. And I'm weird, that's what I do. I'm loyal. I don't jump in. I could be playing Diablo 4 right now and trying to get tons of views and things like that, but I play Shotgun Farmers because it's still fun. But with that said, I'm gonna go wax poetic in the shower, I suppose. So thanks for watching. We'll be back with like a more, I guess, like usual episode next time. But dadgum, this bar, it's awesome. I'm gonna have to screenshot that. So, anyway, thanks so much for watching. Again, huge thanks to Qazi. And stay tuned for me and my nephew hopefully knocking out Dark Side and Forest Side. And of course, we'll jump in Space Side in Season 2. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. I hope I catch you back here for more action from the farm.